guys, welcome back to a new video where today I'm going to be trying out a new to me indie makeup brand, and I guess you can say this is a relatively new indie makeup brand, Rock and Roll Beauty. They recently launched at Ulta, and this is the second collection that they've released. This is the Def Leppard collection. So they first launched, I want to say maybe a month and a half ago, 2 months tops, with the Jimi Hendrix collection. They had a really cute palette. The palette was in the shape of a guitar. I didn't pick up that collection because the color story just really didn't call my attention, but I decided when they released the Def Leppard collection, not that I'm a fan of either or, I know a few songs, but that's about it, but the color story really, intrigued me, and I thought, you know what, they are a new brand at Ulta. Some of you might be curious about this brand. Let me go ahead, pick it up, and that way we can try it out, see if it is worth your time and your money. This is what the Def Leppard palette looks like. So we have a mixture of matte and shimmer shades. I think we have a few more matte shades than we do shimmer shades, and that is what the front of the palette looked like. I mean, cool design, the triangle and everything. Of course, the leopard on the front. I wore some cheetah or leopard earrings, I don't know, either or. And then I got the face palette here, which this is a blush and highlighter. There were two different face palettes. This is the one I felt would best suit my skin tone. This one does it have a shade? No, it doesn't have like a specific shade, but it's the lighter one of the two. I did pick up a lipstick. I believe there were 3 different shades of lipstick with this Def Leppard collection, and it is this shade right here. This shade that I picked up is called Last Dance, and it's definitely more of a hydrating lipstick. I also picked up the brush set that was released with this collection. I just thought the handles looked really cool. The brushes feel really soft. They are synthetic. So I'll be using as many things as I can in today's video. There were some lip oils released. The lip oils were in a roller ball. That's why I didn't pick them up. I prefer more of like a doe foot applicator. And there might have been 1 or 2 other things, but these are the things that I thought, we can try these out today. We can see if the brand is worth your time. We'll be able to see how the formula of the eyeshadow palette is, the blush and the highlighter, the brushes, and whether or not Rock and Roll Beauty needs to be on your radar. Of course, I will have all the products that I'm using linked and listed in the description box of today's video. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. And if it is your first time here on my channel, first and foremost, hi, welcome. My name is Steph. I do lots of new makeup reviews. I love trying out new makeup, so you guys don't have to. If that sounds like something you want to see on pretty much a daily basis, because I do upload quite a bit, do me a favor, click on that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up on your way out, and don't forget to hit that bell notification icon so that you will be notified every time I upload a new video. If you guys want to see the new Rock and Roll Beauty Def Leppard collection in action, keep on watching. Alright, so let's start first with the blush and highlighter palette. So I'm going to go in with High and Dry, and I guess, can I use this for blush? It might be a little, let's see, I could use this one. This one looks like it's going to be good for like cream contour, cream blush, but I'll use the smaller brush. I do have a little bit of bronzer on. It is the new one from ColourPop, their matte bronzer. Ooh. Don't really like this brush for the powder or for like blush, but I mean, it's doing a good job, but I think I'm gonna definitely reserve this for cream-based products. But okay, we definitely have some pigment. I like that in the palette it has like the claw embossing on the blush and the highlighter. I think that's cute. Even on like the packaging, like the boxes that they came in, it kind of had that claw mark, that claw scratch. I thought that was cute. Okay, so this blush is a really nice shade. There's definitely some pigment. I think it's a nice like neutral shade that's pretty much gonna go with everything or any look that you can create in the palette. All right, now I'm going to go in with this brush and I'm going to dip into the highlighter. Now this is more of like a eyeshadow brush, but we'll use it. It can be multi-purpose. So I don't feel like the highlighter is incredibly blinding. It could be the brush. Let me try using a different brush for the highlighter. I'm going to use this one from Olimar Cosmetics. Okay, so it's not incredibly blinding, but not every highlighter needs to be. So if you're into more of a subtle highlight, then this might be something you'd want to check out. You know what, I'm going to see what would happen if I sprayed the brush just with some setting spray. I used to always do that. Yeah, you see I can get a little bit more payoff that way. I don't do that anymore. When I apply a highlighter, I rarely spray the brush. But that is always an option. I think I can see it a little bit better. I like a blinding highlight. Okay, now let's dive into the Def Leppard eyeshadow palette. And I thought this color story was pretty. I think we have a little bit of everything going on. I like the yellow down here. I like the pink and the blue. So we definitely have some colors to work with. I think what I'm going to do first is let's go in with this purple shade right here. This purple shade is called Promise. Now I'm going to try using that brush I just used for the highlighter from the collection. I've already primed my eyelids with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Don't know that this brush is gonna do what I need it to do. I feel like it's making the shadow a little patchy. No, I'm gonna put this brush away. I'm gonna reach for my Gain Beauty E01. A brush I know works every time. That way we can give the eyeshadow a chance to really see what the formula is like. Okay, so I was able to build this shadow up a bit. I still don't know what I think of it. I feel like it kind of looks a little patchy right there, but that might blend itself out in a bit. Let's try going in with another shade. I think I'm gonna go in with this pink shade down here. This one is called Excitable. I'm noticing that this shade has a little asterisk by it. So that could mean that it's not intended for use around the immediate eye area, which is a possibility because it is a pink. It might cause like staining. I mean, that never bothers me. I never have an issue with that. But I just wanted to mention that because I know some of you are sensitive to certain dyes and stuff in eyeshadows. Well, this is a nice shade. This is definitely making up for that purple. I'm liking this brush too. Very good. And you know what? It could have just been the brush that I started off with that kind of caused it to look a little patchy. So it might not be that bad of a shade. I'm thinking that, you know, some of the brushes are hit or miss. I mean, we're just all used to our own brushes, right? So, okay, but that looks really good. I like that a lot. I am going to do, let's do a blue shade. Let's see what that's gonna look like. I'm gonna cut the crease a little bit with this Moira eyeshadow primer. This is the white one. Now on a damp Rephr 21, I'm going in with the blue shade called Sea of Love. I'm thinking I'm going to do something different in the middle just so I can try as many shades as I can. Maybe I'll be able to try them all. Now I'm going to go in with this pink shade down here. This one is called Lady Strange. The shimmers are not that intense. Like, you'll definitely want to spray them to get that payoff. And all I use is a setting spray. Now on a Ref for 14, I'm going to go back in with that hot pink. And just use it to kind of blend. Alright, so I think that looks nice. Let's move down to the lower lash line. I'm going to give this purple another shot. I'm going to try packing that on the lower lash line. And I'm using a Ref for 26. I feel like this shade is looking more gray than purple. There's not really kick up in the pan. Yeah, that shade is just okay. Not my favorite. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, Immortal, same brush. Bring that closer to the lash line. Now on a damp Ref for 03, I'm going in with that pink shimmer, the one I have in the middle. Okay, I'm gonna add some liner, mascara, possibly lashes, and I'll be right back to show you the completed look number 1. Alright guys, here's the completed look. I went in with some lashes. They are the House of Lashes Noir Fairy Lite. Here's what the other one looks like. The mascara I'm using is Essence Lash Princess, and the eyeliner that I placed on the lower waterline is this one from Urban Decay. This is the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Raw Energy. And this is the look. I like the color combination. The only thing I didn't like was that purple shade called Promise, that first shade I went in with, but everything else seems to be okay. The shimmers are not like overly sparkly, you know, they're just more of like a traditional shimmer. So if that's something you like, then so far this might be a nice palette for you to check out, especially if you're a fan of Leopard. But let's move over to the left eye and start working on look number 2. All right, so for look number 2, I want to do something with the yellow for sure. So I think I'm going to start off with this yellow. Should I pack the yellow like all over? I think that's what I'm going to do. This yellow shade is called Paper Sun. I'm going to go back in with this brush from the collection. I'm kind of thinking a blue lower lash line because I see that blue down here in the corner. It looks really pretty. Alright, so this yellow is not too bad. It's pretty good. It's pretty opaque. I do think you're going to need to work with it a little bit, like build it up and stuff. But, you know, that's okay. It's a light shade. Now I'm going to go in with this shade right here called Burnout. And I'm taking that on a Ref for 14. Okay, that shade blended on top of the yellow really well. It's a nice shade. Actually, both of these shades are pretty good. All right, so I think I'm gonna go in with a shimmer next, and I don't have many options. Let's try this one, and I think I'm gonna use this one for the inner corner highlight. So I'm taking Energized on a damp Ref for 21. Adding a little bit more Burnout. All right, now for the lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with this blue shade right here. This one is called Rocket, and it is a shimmer shade. So I think I'm gonna take that on a Ref for 26, and I am gonna spray the brush. That is a very pretty shade of blue. Now for the inner corner, I'm gonna go in with that shimmer shade that I showed you called Cry. I did spray the brush. This is a little pencil brush from Shop Miss A. That's not really showing up. There we go. Yeah, these shimmers are just not my cup of tea. You're really gonna need to work with them. Spray the brush. All right, guys, I'm gonna add liner, the other falsie, and I'll be right back to show you this completed look number 2. Alright guys, here's a completed look number 2. For the lower waterline, I went in with the Give by Gwen Stefani eyeliner. This one is in the shade Bathwater, same mascara, same falsie, and this is a completed look. I love the combination of blue and orange together. I think that looks really cool, and I do like the way both of these looks turned out. It's just, I have some little gripes. I have some little gripes about the collection. Let me go ahead and share with you my final thoughts so we can wrap up today's video. Alright guys, so now that I've created 2 looks with this new rock and roll Def Leppard collection, let me go ahead and share with you my thoughts on the products that I picked up. So I got the brush set. I like the handle. I thought the overall aesthetic of the brushes was really cool. You have the pink ombre. They are really soft brushes. Are they the best brushes in my collection? No, but you know, I like the design. I think if you're a fan of Def Leppard, then this might be something you want to pick up. Are they functional? Yeah, they're functional. I mean, I didn't get to use all of them. This is the only one. These 2 are the only ones I wasn't able to use, but I'm pretty sure these are going to apply the makeup just fine. I'm going to be curious to use this one for cream products. This one, I don't know. This I didn't like as an eyeshadow brush, and it really didn't do the job as a highlighter. I think if you want more like a precise highlighter application, maybe if you're just going to do the Cupid's bow or the tip of the nose, then maybe you can use this. For me, this will probably be the brush that I reach for the least, but all of these I can definitely see myself using again, and you might see me using them again here on my channel. They're nice. I mean, they're not like heavy or anything. They're just, you know, plastic synthetic makeup brushes, but I think they're cute and they go with the collection. Next, let's talk about the lipstick. So I'm not really crazy about the shade. Not really sure I'm too crazy about the formula either. I think this is more, is it a soft matte formula? It could be a soft matte formula, but I'm just not liking the shade. There were a couple other shades, so I probably should have gone with a shade maybe a little bit darker. I think there was like a reddish, maybe a berry tone shade. Maybe that could have been better, but this one, not really feeling this. The shade is just a little too neutral for me. Now, the face palette, which is the blush and highlighter duo, I thought it was cute. The packaging is cute. You get a mirror. What does it say up here? Pour some sugar on me. Perfect. I thought it was nice. I thought the blush was nice. The highlighter is not an intense highlighter. The highlighter is like the shimmers in the eyeshadow palette. So if you don't want anything blinding, then this is going to be the perfect palette for you. I do really like the blush shade. I can definitely see myself reaching for this blush again. The highlighter, maybe once in a while. I would definitely spray my brush to get that, you know, payoff, that pigment, but the blush is good and I think it's cute, something that goes with the collection. Finally, the eyeshadow palette. So this is a Def Leppard eyeshadow palette. I like that it's in the shape of a triangle. It's just something different, and I do enjoy like themed makeup. This was one of the reasons why I wanted to try this brand, just because it's a themed beauty brand that's going to feature different rock and roll bands and artists, you know, in the coming months and years. This go round was Def Leppard. They do have a collection prior to this one, and it is Jimi Hendrix. So head on over to the Ulta Beauty website, check it out. Maybe you want this palette or the guitar palette. As far as the formula goes, I used 10 out of the 14 shades in here, and the only shade that really gave me some problems was this shade right here. The shimmer shades are not very impactful, and you can see here on my eyes, I like the way the 2 looks turned out, but these aren't the shimmers that I enjoy reaching for, that I enjoy using. So if you're looking for that blinding payoff, you're not gonna find it in this palette. There's very little kick up in the pan. I didn't get any fallout under my eyes, and you know, the majority of the matte shades, they did fine. This was a really nice purple shade to work with, and so was the yellow and like a terracotta shade down here. They were all pretty much good, with the exception of the shimmers not really having that payoff. But again, if you're a fan of Def Leppard, if you collect Def Leppard merch, maybe this is something you're going to want to add to your stash. Are you still going to be able to create good looks with it? Yes, you are. But this is going to be the palette that you're going to want to reach for those special multi-chrome shades, duochrome shades from your favorite indie brands like Sugar Drizzle and Terra Moons and Bella Beauty Bar. Definitely, if you're looking for sparkle, you're unfortunately not going to find it in this palette, but you can always bring them in from items you already have in your stash. Overall, guys, you know, I think the brand has a cute concept. Again, I love themed makeup. So it's just something I wanted to try. Am I going to be repurchasing from them in the future? I don't know. I guess it all depends on what the next artist is, but you know, I'm relatively happy with this collection. I'm gonna give them a thumbs up. I'm not gonna give it a 2 thumbs up just because I wasn't really wowed. I wasn't impressed with much. I mean, it's just another brand. It's just another brand of makeup, but if you are a fan of all these artists that they are gonna be doing releases around, then, you know, it wouldn't hurt to pick it up and try it for yourself. But let me know your thoughts, guys. Which look did you like best? Are you team 1, 2, none? Hopefully not. Sound off in the comments down below. Let me know if you've heard of this brand and if you're gonna be checking any of the items that I showed you guys out. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink that water, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.